welcome! How lovely to have you here on my channel today. So join in on our adventure today. I've been digging around in Debug today and I found a boat that I wanted to do something with. So I'm going to put this boat in what is supposed to look like a canal. And since you can't put the pool all the way to the edge, we're just going to have to hide that up a bit later. But this is it's a huge boat, and it's going to become a floating home. And in this home is going to live a family, and it's a family of 4. And they are a hippie family because this is the 70's and they do not wish to be tied down. Well, of course, they have to work, the kids have to go to school, so most of the time the boat is just lying here in the canal. But just the knowledge of knowing that they could go away at any time they would like to is enough for them to keep them happy. So the inside of the boat is very 70's inspired, meaning that it will be a lot of green, orange, brown, a bit of red, and so on. And I think it comes together very well in the end. So you'll have to stick around and see. Right now we are working on a way to get up and into the boat, and the platforms are a bit tricky to work with, and I didn't want this platform to take up too much space, so it's just a narrow little platform and a little stairway up, and I wanted it to look like they had just put it there to be able to get up to the boat, and they had built that themselves when they docked the boat in this canal. And then we are going to be building out from that and making a surrounding environment to make it look like people could walk up to the dock and sit there and have a nice time looking at the water and so on. So we are putting in little windows, and I was thinking that they wanted it to look like a boat still, so they had bought this little boat windows on a yard sale, and they put them in there so that it would look like the boat has been like this all the time. And inside we're putting up this little glass window doors, which means that it could be a bit of a privacy issue because you can see right into the rooms. Maybe not that bad in the bedrooms, but in the bathroom, maybe a bit weird. But that's how it is. They are free-thinking people. That's how they like it. So we are now on the inside, and I decorate this in a quite strange way, you could say, because I never finished the outside before I moved in. I just followed where my heart desired to go, and this time it told me to go to the kitchen, so that's where we're at right now. We will be coming back to the outside again and finish it off. But right now, the kitchen and a little dining place, and I thought these chairs did the job perfect because they both have the green, the orange, and the red in them, and they look like a chair from the 70's. Right across the kitchen and dining will be the living room, and here I bring out some of the green colors. And at first you are going to see me place down a flat screen TV. That is going to change because no, you did not have flat screen TVs in the 70's. So we are going to change that later when I realize what I have done. So I'm picking in a bit red with this carpet and trying to find a table that suits the vibe. And since And the dinner table is round. I wanted to go for something like that on the other side too. And now we are decorating the little hallway for this family. And this family is a mother and a father and a teenage daughter. And well, the second daughter might be 8 to 10 years old approximately. And she's going to have the room next to the mother and father, so they have one end of the boat, and the teenage daughter is going to have the room you can see in the left corner right now. So cluttering up the hallway a bit, still using those orangey, green, red colors all throughout the whole part in the middle where they all use the space. So they have matching colors since it's open plan. And I had a lot of room, so I thought, well, you didn't have that much great to look at on TV in the 70s, so you probably would do a lot of other things like playing board games. So why not put a board game in this huge open area? So that's what I did. And books is good too. I need to read some books when it's getting cozy in the fall where we're heading right now. At least where I live, we're heading towards fall. Right now it's actually a heat wave going on right here, so it doesn't feel like fall right now because it's over 30 degrees today. And that's some sort of a record, I think. And it's hasn't been that warm since the 1975, I think they said. So, and that is matching up with this boat. It's a 70s boat. So trying to find a great orange color here. And I go for a really vibrant color, but I like it. I think it ties the whole room together, picking up the little orange part in the other pieces of furniture. And I put down this carpet it's a bit worn, but I liked it. I think that it's been on the boat from the beginning and they just cleaned it up as good as they could and kept it. And they only have one bathroom, so they have to share. So that might be a problem or not, I don't know. I think that they are using it well and they might have a little time for when each person in this family could shower. So they have like a schedule. So Tuesday 8 p.m. yeah, it's dad's time to shower. Wednesday 7 p.m. the mom could shower. So they know when it's busy in there. And it's just a little regular bathroom, nothing much in there, but I thought the toilet fitted with the string to pull on when you're finished. I thought that looked like something that could be on a boat, so that's why I chose that toilet. And we are just coming in with some decorations here to spice up the walls, and I tried to go as 70s as I could. It isn't really that much in this game that screams 70s, so I had to look around and see what I could find and take what's in there. And I didn't want to over clutter it because I was thinking that they do actually take this boat out for a run sometimes, and then they don't want too much things to put away because it could fall over if there are big waves when they're out at sea or so on. So putting some decorations up, but not too much. So just a little candle and some things in the corner, freeing up some space to do some cooking too on the other bench right next to the sink. And then we should be heading into the parents' bedroom. And here we are going for a sort of a blue theme instead. Still 70s vibes, so Outdoor Retreat came in handy with this lovely bed that I think looks a little bit more rustic than the other ones, and that's something that I think goes together with the 70s. I don't know what you think. Please let me know in the comments if you have another thing that is the 70s for you. But the rustic things is 70s for me. So trying to find wood colors that match, which isn't the easiest thing in this game. There's so many wood colors, but different packs have different colors and it's hard to match them. So in here I was thinking, well, it's okay. It's okay to mix and match some of the wood colors. I think they like to go hunting for furnitures in different yard sales and so on. So they have brought home these items at different times and they have put them together as best as they could, and well, yeah, I think it works in a way. So still keeping the blue theme with blue and white striped little cushion on the chair, bringing it together with the walls and the bed. So maybe they have refurbished the chair and put in this blue and white chair's cushion instead of the other one to make it match. And just putting up a little lamp and some decorations on the wall and a little rug under the bed. And then I'm going to make a little custom decoration for this wall using these leaves. So putting them together to create a little bit bigger statement piece. And I think that looked very nice and fit the vibe. And after we have put in this rug, we are going to decorate the drawer and the makeup table. And then we are heading into the little girl's room, who is next to the parents' room. And I was thinking they didn't want that much of a clutter in here either, but makeup and so on you could easily just put inside the drawers if you wanted to take the boat for a trip. And it's easier to have them out when you're doing your makeup. And I think actually in this little thing it's supposed to be candies, but I was pretending that it was cotton. So that's why it's on the makeup board. And here's the little girl's room, and it's very orangey. Orange and blue is the theme color for this room, and I'm going to switch it up by using green walls to make it match a bit with the boxes in the under this little cupboard and under in the bookcase. There's a bit of green, so I used that green to make it come together by using a green paint on the walls. And I was thinking this little girl was into drawing and building things. So she has built the robot and the solar system, and she has some other boxes in the corner that she is about to build too. So she's a builder and also a little painter. So she likes to craft, I would say. She likes to craft different things, and put a little journal on her desk because no computers in the kids' room in the 70s, right? So this is the green walls I was talking about, and I think that it made the room look a bit more toned down and not so very, very orangey bright. So I think it came out nice. And I also put up a little activity board for her over her desk here so she can follow along with all her activities and so on. And now we're on to the last room, and this is the teenage room. And this room is going to be orange, red and brown actually. And it might sound horrible when you hear it, but I actually think it comes together quite well, and it's a cozy room. So as I said, this is a teenage girl, and she is very much into playing music. So she has this synth and she plays it all the time. Maybe that's why she got the room on the other end, so she wouldn't disturb the other ones as much. So bringing a lot of big brown furniture and making it pop a bit with some red accents like in the chair and the boxes and so on. And we're going to be brighten this room up a little bit with the rug later on. And the rug is going to be green also too, because it pairs good with red. And now we are cluttering up her desk with some different little knickknacks, things she have made herself maybe, and a bit of makeup and so on. And there's going to be a flower in this. Yes, inside of this. Takes a bit of fiddling to get it right, but it's in there. And now we're coming to the walls, and they are brown. But I think it looks good, and when the rug comes in, it's going to look even better, I say. So it's going to be this dark green, and I think it makes the room come together. And of course we have to have some things on the wall too. So she has a little calendar and a movie poster and these cute little paintings of different cats and dogs. And this is the inside of the house, and now we're back outside to finish up the outside and the exterior of the home, and also going to do some landscaping. And since the boat is red, I thought that, well, maybe they would finish it off with the same color, and I think it actually looks good. It's actually the same color as down below on the boat, so I think it matched very well. And this is the sidewalk so that they can walk along the side, and it's only on one side because I was thinking that you could only get close to the water on one side. On the other side you're going to have little walkways going down to the water, but no actual way right next to the water to walk on. So you can go down on the other side and stand there and fish and so on, but you can't walk along the riverside or the canal on the other side. So we're just making some little gardens for the bushes to grow in and some paths leading down. And then we are going to put in some trees and some we're going to paint in flowers on the grass to make it not look as flat. So this is the other side that I talked about, and they are going to have the bushes right next to the water, and they are just going to have these paths leading down that you can walk down, as I said, if you wanted to fish, or you could stand on the bridge and fish too if you wanted to. And we are also going to put up some benches that you could come there and sit and watch, because you have this great big river right next to it. So I was thinking the canal actually leads onto the big river, so you can go via the river and out to the sea. And you could also go into the canal and go through town on the canal. So here we are trying to find some benches to have a little seating areas, and taking away some of the trash cans because it just suddenly seemed to be too much trash cans, too many trash cans. And putting up a little bit more decoration on the boat to not make this outside look as flat. It has to be a bit flat. It's a boat. You can't have too much sticking out, but some little things, just little details to make it pop a bit. And just now we put in a little box for the electricity. I thought that was realistic, but fortunately the roof is covering it. I don't know if it would be so good to have it on the outside of a boat when it's raining or so on. Well, I'm not an electrician, so I'm not going to say anything more about that. If you are, you can let me know if it's possible to have it outside or if it should go on the inside only. And we are closing in on the end of this video. I'm going to decorate this green bit by putting in some trees, and I'm going to be switching the trees out for small ones and big ones combined, just because I thought the small tree in the end covered up the side, the back part of the build more, and I wanted it to be covered so that it wouldn't be that noticeable that the canal just stopped. And that's why I switched to the little trees. And we're also going to decorate the bridge a bit, because I think that some flowers there should look nice. So I try some different ones, but in the end I go for these ones, the square ones. I thought they looked good. And we are coming in on the end of this video, and I would like to thank you all so very much for watching, and please stick around and watch the photos in the end of the build. And let me know if you like this build, and what do you like, and do you think that this is a 70s home or not? Could you imagine yourself living on a houseboat? Let me know in the comments.